Dímelo, mi gente. It's been a long time. I think precisely 6 months ago that we last spoke, but we're back. New year, same me, I guess. But as you can see, we have a different setup. I have a different couch. I'm here with the one and only Hombre Araña, Spider Man. Life update. I moved. I actually moved. Um, Sad to say, but good news for all of you. I'm still within the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area. So if you see me around, say what's up. You know what I mean? No, yeah, I moved at the beginning of this year. I was at the previous apartment for about 2 years. Actually, the last couple of episodes, they were shot there. But yeah, I'm at a bigger place now. I love it. I'm still downtown. Um, that's as much as I'm gonna give you, as far as information goes. Pero nah, it's cool. It's a cool place. I like it a lot. I think that there is a lot more. Well, there's a lot of space. I already said that. But what I'm thinking is I had space for two couches now, so I'm gonna do Pensando out loud here, for more intimate, more close conversation, and then obviously when I bring somebody in, I'll switch it up. Don't know how that's gonna look like, pero pues, that's in my mind. I'm mental. Also, as you could tell, the Latinos Unidos project's got a new logo. How did this happen? Well, I was just kind of scrolling through the internet, and I think I saw somebody post an episode of a podcast. Then I kind of had some FOMO, and I'm like, okay, I should probably sit down to do something and update the channel. But then I was thinking, it's like, it's 2024. I've had the same logo, kind of the same style of the channel for the past, like, what, 3 years, I think, is what I started this. It's crazy. 3 or 2 years. So then it was like, I don't know, like a Tuesday night at like 11 p.m. I hopped on Illustrator. That's for the program I use to do all my graphic design and stuff like that. I'm no professional, very amateur. But then, made up the logo, and actually, as you can see in all my socials on this channel, moving forward, I'll be using the new logo. Um, Maybe if I know how to do this correctly, I think at the beginning of this episode, you saw the logo come up, disappear. Okay, uh, slowly learning how to edit, videos. Shout out iMovie because I ain't paying for whatever Final Cut Pro or whatever it may be. But yeah, I mean, listen, yeah, I know it's March 2024 at this point, but with the new year, I kind of like to start new things, and I think again, this project is a segue into that. Um, but sorry, I'm just looking at an outlet over there. But yeah, guys, let me see what's new. What is new in the life of Omar? Let's see. I released a new song. Wait, that was sometime late last year. I don't remember if it released prior to the last episode. Anyway, regardless, streams, stories, and mute at Froyyy on all social media or all streaming platforms. Work. Still doing it. Still in the MBA program. I'm going strong. I just finished my first year. Thank you. Yeah, 4 more semesters to go. Well, this one and 3 more. Wow. Yeah, because I got summer, fall, and spring. Dang. Diablo. Yeah, so that's crazy. So May 2025 is when I'll graduate. So, you know, I don't know how that impacts you, but yeah, it's exciting. But yeah, I just came back from Puerto Rico, guys. It was an amazing time. Honestly, I go about like twice a year. Not gonna lie, ever since I was a baby, I've gone twice a year. So, like, for me to be back in Puerto Rico, like, I mean, obviously it's great. I got my whole family out there, but when people go to Puerto Rico, people make it a big deal, which understandably so. But I guess for me, it's like normal. But regardless, no, I mean, I had great food, saw family, had a great time. Want to be back. It's always so hard to come back from vacation, and I wish we had the same system as like Europe where they get like a whole freaking month off and blah. Like, just imagine like that time, man. And actually, I was I had a conversation the other day of just like how busy we always like everyone is, especially here in the United States. Like, you ask anybody how's it going, they'll probably tell you busy. And that sucks. Like, if you think about it, that sucks. Like, there's so many things I'm sure that so many people want to do, but everybody's so caught up in their own like lifestyle. Obviously, you got to survive, you got to work to survive, but because we need the money, el dinero. Um, but like, that's depressing, man. And especially like living out in the Northeast or like any state where like it's cold like 9 months out of the 12 months, 9 out of the 12 months. Like, it's so cold, it's so dark. Like, now these days are getting better. Warm weather's like upon us, luckily, but it's so depressing, man. And like, maybe that's why I've noticed I've become like more antisocial over the years. Like, for whatever reason, especially at work, and whoever listens to this that knows me in real life, that or is my coworker. I don't know if you've noticed, but when I'm at work, I typically just don't like to talk to anybody. I'm there with an expectation to do what I do, and I do it, and that's it. But obviously, outside work, I'm completely different. But I don't know what it is. Like, I've just become more antisocial, and like, if that's a product of getting older, that sucks, and I need to work on that. However, I honestly just kind of like I don't. It's not blaming, but I feel like people here are so like encerrado, like closed. They're just like everybody's just so closed in, and I feel a little colder compared to like my experiences in Puerto Rico. Like, no say it, like I feel like as an adult, as a 26-year-old right now, I just wish I had more an opportunity to like be outside and just like experience the world and not experience the world, but just like being outside. Period. Um, but yeah, I guess, and also it's probably my fault too. I mean, it is, but also having a long commute also kind of sucks too, right? Because like, I'll be honest, I'm in the car every single day for about 2.5 hours, like an hour and 15 to go to work, an hour and 15 to come back. So like, think about that. That's 2 hours in the car, 2.5 hours every day. So during the course of a week, like what? 10 hours, so like 15 hours in a car. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, I just had an epiphany there, but yeah, I don't know. I just gotta go out more. I gotta like go out and experience like new things here in Lancaster. Like, people clown that Lancaster, whatever, it's a small town, this and that. Listen, I'm gonna be rapping 717 hasta la tumba, but there's a lot of cool stuff going around. Uh, there's a bunch of these like little small venues that like host events like every month or every weekend. And I just need to get myself out there. Like, I just need a. You know what the problem is that I've also noticed? Like, I'm on my phone so much, and I try to tell myself that I'm not, but then right, like when I'm eating, I'm on my phone. When I'm done eating, like I spend more time on my phone. Then I realize, oh shoot, I gotta like do other stuff. Like, and I don't know, it's such a problem, man. And like, I always kind of I've convinced myself that I'm not, but honestly, I'm just trying to. I'm thinking like it is a problem. And I remember reading somewhere like back in the day when when phones weren't readily available as like a cell phone for many people, you would call somebody, and if they wouldn't pick up, they would get back to you probably at night or in the evening when they're back at home, right? And so then like I don't think we're programmed to, right, constantly be attached to this like the metaverse, just like this idea of being so connected to everybody at once is kind of freaky, I guess. Think about it, right? Cuz like 15 people can reach out to you, but then how do you divide your attention to each individual person in the span of like 3 minutes? Not gonna lie, I want to publicly apologize for the people that reach out to me and text me. I get back to them so late, and I'm so sorry. Uh, I'm gonna be better at that. But then again, it's like, I don't want to constantly be on my phone. I don't know. Mano, no sé. Pero nada. I got this shirt, by the way. Salsa. Oh, anyway, by the way, when I was in Puerto Rico, my family's from the Rincon area. That's where we're based out of. Entre Añasco y Rincon. But every Thursday night in Rincon, in La Plaza de Rincon, they have what's called an art walk, where local artesanos can put like their crafts, I guess, and sell it basically. But every I think first Friday of the month, Friday, every first Thursday of the month, they bring out like live music. So a style of music in Puerto Rico is like bomba y plena. But bomba, they always bring like a band to play. It's all percussion. But the cool part about bomba is, you know how typically music's played and people dance to the rhythm of the music. Well, this is kind of the opposite. So the percussionists go to the rhythm of the dancer. So whatever the dancer does influences how fast or how slow the beat of the percussion will go. So it's just kind of cool to see people like all united to go like to see this and whatnot. And I don't know, it just makes me happy that that is still an ongoing like tradition. Because I'm an old head when it comes to music. Obviously I've said before, like I love old school salsa. So I'm just like always wondering like what's gonna happen in like even now, like today or like 10 years from now when all these like salsa greats get really old and aren't able to tour and all this, and unfortunately start passing away. Who's gonna pick up this tradition? But it's kind of cool to see young people. Uh, and I feel so weird saying young people, like I'm old, like I'm 50, but people my age or younger kind of continue on that legacy. Um, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Updates. Yeah, I don't know. Life's weird. Like I don't know. Do you guys ever feel like you? I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but now I forget what I was gonna say. But was like normal, normal. I don't think I have any like big trips coming up. Not. I don't think. Let me see. My sister. Shout out my sister. She got an internship this summer. Round of applause. So happy for her. She's gonna be in Austin, Texas, and actually, I'm gonna help her. We're gonna do a road trip from Pennsylvania down to Texas, and I'm gonna help her settle in. So this will be the first time I go to Austin, Texas, and I'm super excited about that. I've heard nothing but good things about the place. Like the barbecue, the food, the culture, the music. I'm excited. I've been to San Antonio before. And funny story. I went there for a conference back when I was still an undergrad. I was gonna present some research I was doing, but so the hotel that I was staying at that they put me in was like in the middle. It was like in the downtown area. And when I'm in like a new place, I like to just wander around and just explore the place, get lost. Um, and so I was just walking, right, and I looked to my right, and there's this like old kind of looking building, and I like look at him like, no way, that's the Alamo, and it's super tiny. Like I just stumbled upon it, And I didn't go in or anything. You can actually go in and take a tour, but I just walked past it. And I was like, you know what? Just seeing it is good enough for me. I remember back when I think it was like 10th grade, we watched like a movie on the Battle of the Alamo or whatever it may be. And I completely forgot that that existed until I saw it. But San Antonio was cool. I wish I would have gone with like a group of friends. I only went by myself to present this research that I was doing. Um, but actually, funny enough, I had a roommate or roommate. I had a yeah, like a roommate for the hotel room I was staying at. But this kid never showed up, or I think he showed up, said, "Hey, I'm gonna crash at somebody else's place," and then I was there by myself. Oh, you know what it was? Oh, okay. I won like a scholarship, a grant, whatever that would fund my trip. But you know what's crazy? Like music for me is such a like a stamp in time because I remember being in my hotel room and I remember news of a new Drake and Bad Bunny song came out and it was Mia. And when I heard it, I was like, hmm, do I like it? Do I not? But then when I went out, that's like during the night, uh, and you know, in the like place, bar, club that I was at, they played it. I'm like, you know, this is actually pretty cool. It's pretty good. But speaking of Bad Bunny, I'm actually gonna see him. I'm finally gonna see Bad Bunny after all these years. I'm finally gonna see him. He's coming to Philly April 9th, maybe I forget, but I'm excited. I'm excited. However, I do regret not seeing him during his like Un Verano Sin Ti tour, because like that was such like my sister got to go and her boyfriend they got to go. That is such a like it would have been such a cool experience to see that all live. But I'm excited for this Most Wanted tour. I mean, it's all trap music, so it's like going back to his roots. But from the videos that I've seen out online, I think it's cool. I'm also gonna see Fade again at Fairchild this summer, in Philly as well at the Wells Fargo Center. So that'll be my second time seeing him. The first time was cool. Was cool. Yeah, it was a good night. But yeah, I saw Mike Towers as well. I saw him in Yantre November. Dang, has it been that long since I've last uploaded here on here? Yeah, November. Mike Towers. Go Mike. He was so good, man. He was so good. He played all the songs that I wanted him to play. Like I'm a big fan of his verse on the Caramelo remix by Osuna. He played that. He played El Cielo with Sky Rompiendo. Uh, yeah, no, that el tipo le mete. But what's interesting is the demographic of that concert was literally 80% women and 20% men. Like I would have thought the opposite, but like you said, él hace música para la baby. Aha, aha. So, no, that was cool. It was cool. So, the one person that I would love to see, or I guess a couple. Oh, I saw Rao, but that was last year. Um, yeah, the people that I would love to see is Mora, Alvaro Diaz. I mean, I'd love to see Rao again, but yeah, all these like reggaetoneros and whatnot, they cool, they cool. But there is this guy, this Mexican. There's actually two Mexican artists right now. One's like NSQK. I think it's pronounced Nesquik, like el chocolate. And this other guy, Legali RXX. Man, they're gonna. You heard it right here. What's today's date? March 16th. They're gonna blow up within the next year or two. They will for sure blow up. Especially Legali. Like Mexico hasn't really seen like un exponente del reggaeton, so like a big like reggaeton superstar. I think he might be it because like he can. I mean, he sings about. I mean, he can sing. He can also rap. Like he can do so many things, and his beats, man, are so um pegajoso. O sea, like they're very bro. I can't even speak English or Spanish. The beats are good in his music. Is what I'm trying to say. Um, but I would love to see him or them actually. Whenever they get tour in the United States, which is probably going to be a couple years. But yeah, man, ya tú sabes. Um, But yeah, I just gotta sit down and do more of this, be more consistent. Because listen, my goal for this channel, if I could get to 1,000 subscribers, that to me is like I completed what I wanted to complete, as in like a goal, a YouTube goal. How am I gonna get 1,000 subscribers? I have no idea. Like I'm not like how does somebody discover like a new YouTube channel or like a new podcast? Like, do I have to advertise myself? Like, is that what it takes? Surely people can share, but who's actually sharing like podcasts, right? And like YouTube videos. I don't. Although I ask you guys too. Um, so I don't know. That's something I need to figure out. As a creative, as I'm like entering this creative world, it's hard. Think about it, right? Because like, look, because I also make music, right? So, but specifically with this podcast, so I got to edit my own videos or learn how to, most basic. I got to make my own graphic design. So, like my logos, I got to record. I got to set up the audio. I got to mix the audio. I got to then put it on like streaming platforms. And that's just with this thing, right? Pensando out loud. But then with like the Latinos Unidos project, I got to find the people to interview. Got to research them. Got to, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. But you know what? I'm not discouraged. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You know what? I'm going to propose every weekend, every Saturday. I'm going to record myself, edit it, and release it maybe during the weekend before Monday. Um I was told, Omar, you're very disorganized when it comes with your podcast, like Pensando Out Loud. Pero tú sabes que that's the point of it. Pensando out loud. Look, thinking out loud. I'm saying my thoughts, right? To this microphone and to this camera. Um, so I'm not gonna apologize. But yeah. So, welcome back everybody. And welcome back. Kind of saying this out loud for myself too. Pero nada, good things are gonna come this year. Um, if you like any sort of like, if you partake in any events around Lancaster, I hope to see you around. Say what's up. I don't know. I need to make some shirts. With the new logo, especially, because I have one shirt with the old Latinos Unidos project logo. But I need to make shirts. I need to make like a hat or something. But let me know if you would buy a shirt or something, like some merch, because like that is something I want to dabble in the future. Is just make some like shirts or a sweatshirt or something, so people can rep. Um, I'm kind of like nervous to like bring somebody in for an interview again. I mean, it's been so long since I've done it. Um, but nada. But that's that. Now I'm getting in my own head about that. So I just need to commit and do it. Pero nada, mi gente, ahí los dejo. Gracias for the support. I'm back, baby. Ya tú sabes. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Share it to your boss. Share it to your sister. Watch it with your dog. Please help me along this journey to 1,000 subscribers. Pero nada, mi gente, los quiero, los amo. Y entonces, nada, hasta la próxima.